You are Locked On Astros Postcast, part of Locked On Sports Houston on the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day.
Has anybody out there seen the Houston Astros? Anybody? Have you spotted a hit anywhere? Any resemblance of offense in the last 2 days? Can somebody put out a sign on a milk carton? Where'd they go? I need to know. I'm looking for the offense that we all are supposed to love. Did the Astros just play Oakland and get shut out? Oh, wait, they did. Oh, my goodness. What a just brutal, brutal night in the Coliseum for the Astros as they get shut out by the Oakland Athletics 4-0. You knew it was going to be a shutout, too, when Mason Miller comes in there at the game, into the game. A night where you'd think Spencer Arrighetti's got a chance to go have himself a good night against a bad, bad baseball team in the Oakland Athletics. Nah, it's a bad loss. It's a bad loss from the standpoint, not that it was a winnable game by any means. It wasn't winnable. They didn't have a single time in this game other than, what, the sixth inning where they really threatened. I know that they did a little bit there in the seventh as well, but I mean, this wasn't anything that was really all that, oh my God, they could do this. Just didn't have it tonight, period. They played to the level of the energy in that building is what it kind of felt like. 4,500 fans there is what they say tonight. They look like they were playing to that kind of crowd. Can't do that. Cannot do that. Period. End of story for this baseball team. Hi, welcome to the Locked On Astros Postcast. This episode, by the way, is brought to you by PrizePicks, the easiest and most exciting way to play daily fantasy sports. Go to prizepicks.com/LockedOnMLB and use code all lowercase LockedOnMLB for a first deposit match up to $100. Now, look, it is a 162-game season, and you are always going to lose some games to bad teams. I get it. And, you can't, overreact to where the world is over to one loss to Oakland. They play them 13 times a year. I know that they had a season in recent years at 2019 where they went 19-1 against Seattle. Going 12-1 against Oakland's not happening this year. Most teams aren't going to do that. It just stinks when you watch a team and you know that your team is better than that team that you root for, and, you feel like they should win that baseball game. And tonight, look, the Astros didn't even threaten, really. I really did think it was going to be I was really excited at the start of the game tonight because I loved how Jose Altuve came out and against a bad baseball team, saw that the defense is playing back on their heels, just not expecting it, and he drops down a bunt to get on base to start the game. Like, okay, let's go. They're going to come out with the energy that they need. And then it just kind of dissipated. And the wind got taken out of their sails, of course. We'll talk about the Spencer Arrighetti problem because it's the truth. The Astros have an Arrighetti problem. Him pitching every 5 days is not good for this team. Simple. It's not been good enough. He's had moments, but overall, he's not been good enough. And I don't think it's going to change anytime soon based off of what I've seen out of him this season. Doesn't mean that I'm down on him for his long-term career, but overall, right now, I don't think anything's going to change for this season. At this moment of the recording of this show, which, by the way, if you're new to the channel tonight, please hit that subscribe button. We appreciate that. If you're watching later, subscribe. Listen to it on podcast. Go find Locked On Sports Houston on YouTube and hit subscribe. Angels and Mariners, top of the 8th. It is tied 1-1. So go go Angels, go. Please, please, please. I'm actually going to pull that up right now because I have MLB TV, which is absolutely awesome, and I love it so much. I get it for free with my mobile provider, and it's great. It's fantastic, and I'm going to put the game on right now so I can at least keep up to date with what is going on as I'm if you can't tell this when I'm sitting here and I'm not looking at the camera at times, I have 3 monitors. So I've got the ability to keep all kinds of things up. The Angels just got nope, they didn't. The Mariners just started the 8th of the hit. We're not going to do play-by-play of the Mariners game, I promise. Bad night for the Astros. Simple as that. Bad night for the Astros. And, like having those kind of nights against a team that, again, you can beat most nights that you go out there if you take care of your business. And I will say, like I said this yesterday on the postcast for the loss in Seattle, that Oakland team this month has been one of the better offenses in the sport. Now, it's not like they went out and blazed it. I think they lead Major League Baseball in runs per game in the month of July. They've had some games that shoot the stats a little bit, of course, but still, they have gone out there and they've played better baseball. It's their 40th win of the season there for Oakland, to where, they're a little frisky. But still, you should feel like you're going to go out there and, beat that team. Oakland, by the way, is now 10-6 in the month of July with that win tonight. 10-6, Oakland. Credit to them for being 10-6. It's wild. The young players are playing pretty well right now. But again, we've watched this in not like it's recent history now. It's a long ago when we watched the Astros be a bad baseball team. Even back then, those bad baseball teams could go on a little bit of a run and do some things. Simple as that, And by the way, to the question there saying that you thought this started at 12:55, I set the start times way out on these shows just so there's enough time. It doesn't really matter. I'm going to start these shows as soon as the game ends every time. Again, if you are new, hit the subscribe button, and we're here after the game, which are hopefully wins. 2 games in a row now that we've not had a win to discuss for this baseball team. We do need to discuss the man that was on the mound tonight for the Astros again, and the issue that is Spencer Arrighetti, because don't fool yourself for 1 second. It is an issue for the Astros right now, and there's still not some encouraging news when it comes to reinforcements possibly coming for this baseball club in the near future, given the latest on the injury front. We'll get to Arrighetti. We'll get to that as well, the injuries, and how you try and find a way to fix this darn thing for this baseball team. And we'll do that next here on the Locked On Astros Postcast. Right now, though, I need to tell you about PrizePicks. It is America's #1 daily fantasy sports app with over 5 million active members. PrizePicks is the easiest and most exciting way to play daily fantasy sports. Unlike any other apps on PrizePicks, it's just you against the numbers. Right now, you can win up to 100 times your money on PrizePicks with as little as 4 correct picks. You can turn $10 into $1,000. So get in on that excitement and win up to 100 times your cash with summer games on PrizePicks. Like I mentioned, you turn that $10 into $1,000, and you can actually do it while watching Team USA rack up the gold medals this summer. It's going to be awesome. You're going to love it. Download the PrizePicks app today and use code LOCKEDONMLB for a first deposit match up to $100. That's code LOCKEDONMLB on PrizePicks for a deposit match up to $100. Pick more, pick less. It's that easy. And one more quick message before we get back to our Astros discussion. Passion, drive, and patience. Formula for winning championships is also what keeps your ride or die alive. eBay Motors is everything you need to maintain your vehicle and level it up to peak performance. Superchargers, roof racks, exhaust kits, LED headlights, and more. Whether you're into speed, power, or style, eBay Motors has you covered. With over 122 million parts for your #1 ride or die, you'll always find exactly what you're looking for. And with eBay Guaranteed Fit, your part is guaranteed to fit your ride every time, or your money back. Because with eBay Motors, you're burning rubber, not cash. With all the parts you need, the prices you want, it's easy to make your car the MVP and bring home huge wins. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply. eBay Guaranteed Fit, only available to U.S. customers. Locked On Astros Postcast on a Monday night. Not as late as I expected it to be tonight. That's okay. I don't mind that it's earlier. I guess, like I always say, if they're going to lose, you might as well lose quickly. Well, they did that tonight. I would also like if they win and win quickly. I could be selfish, right? Oakland won quickly tonight. Why can't the Astros win quickly against Oakland? 2 hours and 7 minutes in front of 4,517 rowdy fans at the Oakland Coliseum. It's going to be nice not to I never went to the Oakland Coliseum. Glad I didn't waste time. Last 2 games for the Astros in that building next couple of days. You know that those players are probably pretty jacked to never have to go back into that dump again. Simple as that, you know. It stinks. Bad ballpark, bad atmosphere. Pitcher's heaven should be. We'll see how Sacramento plays next year. I'm going to go ahead and guess that will be a pitcher's park, minor league park for Major League Baseball. It'll be very, very interesting there. The man on the mound tonight, Spencer Arrighetti. Let's just be honest with you. They have an Arrighetti problem. He has not been good enough. And I am not expecting the world out of a rookie. Don't get it twisted at all. He's going to have struggles. He's going to do things at times that just make you scratch your head, whatever it is. But what I've watched now, and look, they're in a world where they are still stuck with having to pitch him because they don't have any other options. They just don't. He's made 18 starts now for the Astros. He's 4-8 with a 5.65 ERA. It's not good. Basic numbers, basic staring at them tells you that it's not good, and I know that all you guys know that. I think my biggest takeaway from watching him pitch consistently has been that he lacks command. It's as simple as it gets. And he only had 1 walk tonight, but he sprays the baseball all over the place. I'm not asking you for you to be perfect, of course. Like, it's very rare to find pitchers that are that. But, I mean, go look at the whip number that he's put up. I know that he gets a lot of strikeouts overall. He only had 3 tonight. But he's got 96 and 86 innings this year. That's a good number. Really good number. Got a 1.58 whip, which, by the way, real quick, the Mariners did not score in the 8th. So it's going to the 9th, tied 1-1. Hopefully the Angels can score some runs here before it goes to extra innings. We'll see. Astros will fall back into second place, of course, if the Mariners are able to pull off a win tonight. And, again, we'll do this tomorrow night, hopefully, with the Astros still technically percentage points ahead. We'll see. Or pulling ahead with a game ahead at that point of the season. But, you know, this team could really benefit from another starting pitcher. There's just no other way around it. Like, the trade deadline is coming up in a few days on the 30th, which is still weird to me, the 30th being the trade deadline. It doesn't make a lot of sense. But you know what? I don't run Major League Baseball. Guess who does? Rob Manfred and the crew. I am a proponent of moving the deadline back to like August 15th. I really think that you wait and you bring the frenzy a little bit more to it. And I think it brings more drama to the sport. And it gives teams more time to evaluate, you know, their needs, their desire to go for it. We did see that one team today is going to for sure be a seller from the talk of their general manager, that being the Cubs. They sound like they are, barring a long winning streak between now and the 30th, they will absolutely sell pieces off the deadline. They've got players that people are going to want. I'd imagine the Astros have already lobbed phone calls throughout the year to Chicago about some of those players. We'll see if the Astros can pull anything off with them. If this team could use a starting pitcher, it'd be nice if they could get their own starting pitchers back so they could stop using the likes of Spencer Arrighetti. I'll still give Bloss a minute. I mean, it's been, 2 starts? He's going to go – is he going tomorrow or is he going the next day? He is going tomorrow. Jake Bloss will go to tomorrow. And then Wednesday's game will be whatever else. So there's your guaranteed for this series. Who knows how tomorrow goes? We'll find out. Hopefully it's a guaranteed win as well. But, I mean, 18 starts in for Spencer Arrighetti now for this season. For him being an effective player that is a difference maker for this baseball team this year, I don't know that I necessarily can sit here and say that I think he's going to be anything of consequence for this team this year. Doesn't mean he's not going to be in the future, but it's just too inconsistent to count on. You know, the news today, if you didn't see the news on the injury front, specifically for the pitching side of things, Luis Garcia threw a bullpen, I think it was with 31 pitches, got it to 91 miles an hour. So it sounds like he's, at least getting back towards going in the right direction again. Justin Verlander's going to throw a side session, I think it was tomorrow or Wednesday. Maybe he'll get back soon enough. Who knows on that one? And then the other news, of course, as well. Here's the true punching bag of everything. Is that Lance McCullers still isn't throwing a baseball. I'm going to be honest with you. Shut him. Just come out and say it. Lance McCullers is not pitching this season. He tore something in the playoffs in 2022 that caused him to miss all of 2023, and he's going to miss all of 2024, and you've got 2 years left at $17.7 million per year, and the Astros gave out, without a doubt, their worst extension in the history of the franchise. It's awful. Absolutely awful. I know that he helped them win a World Series in 2017. I love him for it. He didn't necessarily help a ton in 2022. He did have a good start in the ALDS against Seattle. The game against George Kirby there in Seattle, the 18-inning marathon was excellent that day. But other than that, he wasn't very good against the Yankees, and he set a World Series record for most home runs given up when he pitched in that one. I'm going to be honest. I don't even know why. I don't even know why why you bother even giving updates on him at this point. He's not going to be a factor. And I want to be honest, how he ever pitches again at this point, it would be a little mind-blowing to me. It feels like that's the way it's going. So, they're not going to get out of the contract by any means. They're stuck with it. Nobody's going to want it. It would take them just straight up cutting it. But honestly, there's no point in even cutting it. It really isn't. You're going to pay him no matter what. You might as well keep him around and hope and pray that at some point he throws a pitch or can transition into a bullpen arm. But I saw that today, and I'm like, well, I mentioned that for a minute because it's just as frustrating as it gets that you got nothing out of that contract at all. Really, it's crazy. They need Garcia back in the worst way. They need Verlander back as well. And I say in the worst way. The worst way is that's not fair. They haven't won all these games because the starting pitching has been bad. Starting pitching has been good. You have to be good at starting pitching to win baseball games consistently at the level that they have to get back into the spot that they are in, back as a winning baseball team at the top of the division at the moment, which doesn't look like the Angels will score in the ninth inning as we do this podcast here. That's okay. Extra innings, please. But you don't do any of this without, of course, having good starting pitching. And they've gotten that out of Hunter Brown. Framber Valdez more often than not has given that to them. It is a little bit crazy that they survived. We didn't even think about it. I mean, they lost Javier as well this year. It's been rough. It's been very rough in terms of depth. And Spencer Arrighetti's he's not ready to be a every time through the rotation guy, and he's forced to be. And it stinks for him. I still think he can get there. He has stuff. You see the stuff. It plays. It gets swing and miss. It is intriguing. I don't think that his mechanics are ever going to lead to him being a guy that doesn't walk guys and being a guy that has great control. Everybody can go out and have a game when you're spotting it all over the place. But just watching him, I think the mechanics scream that, he's not going to be a guy that has consistent command. That's okay. You don't have to have a staff full of those guys. If you like it, yeah, of course. But he would, in a perfect world, again, not be pitching every fifth day for this baseball team. Maybe a long man type, maybe the Sean Dubin type of roll out of the bullpen, get his feet wet as a big leaguer. He's effective in smaller spurts where teams don't see him multiple times through the lineup. Maybe that helps. Just a rough night for him. Again, hard contact against a team where, I know that they played really well in the month of July, but it was a team going in that you looked at and you say, this is one of those games like he did against the Rockies. This is one of those games where Spencer Arrighetti can go out and have some success. Did not happen. Did not happen tonight at all. Let's talk about bouncing back tomorrow because they have to do that. They cannot lose again tomorrow to this Oakland team. We'll do that next. Here on the Locked On Astros Postcast. Right now, though, I need to tell you about FanDuel. Look, sports have slowed down a little bit. I get it. We got baseball going on. Football will be back before you know it. You might want to get your sports on, and it's just not doing it the way that it typically does right now in the middle of summer. That's okay. FanDuel, they've got something for you to make the sports sport just like they should. This summer, FanDuel is hooking up all customers with a boost or a bonus daily. That's right. There's something for everyone every day all summer long. So head over to FanDuel.com and start making the most of your summer. FanDuel, official sports betting partner of Major League Baseball. Locked On Astros Postcast on a Monday night as we're keeping an eye on the Angels. And the Mariners, the Astros lose tonight to the Oakland Athletics, shut out 4-0. I need to look up how many times they've been shut out this year. The Astros. They can't. It's probably not many, even though they were bad for a long period of time. I can't imagine they've had many shutouts in this season. That was just the 4th time that they've been shut out this year. Look, this is an impressive list. Look, they're looking to accomplish something. How about this? They were shut out against the White Sox on the 18th of June. The Mariners got them once. That was the 4th of May. Stupid Star Wars night game. The other one was against the Washington Nationals on the 21st of April. So they've got shutouts to Washington, Chicago, and Oakland. And the theme with all those is that they all came on the road. That's just wild. But again, that's baseball. When I sit there and say baseball does baseball and baseball does stupid things sometimes, that's the stupid things that baseball does. You have a team that's going to probably be a playoff team, probably be a division winner, and they're going to have shutout losses in the regular season for 3 of the worst teams in the league. The sport is stupid sometimes, man. I'm telling you. I love it. Sometimes it is a stupid, weird sport. And that's one of those things that I think you'll look back on and say was stupid and weird for the Astros this season. At least I hope, right? One can hope. Tried to do that every day. But the Astros lose tonight. They flat out, they have to win tomorrow. It's simple as it is. You cannot go into Oakland and drop a series. At this point of the season, it's not acceptable. They've got a tough schedule coming home. By no means. If anybody is out there thinking that you're going to lose a bunch of games because the schedule's tough this weekend or this homestand, well, you got a weak mindset, and I would suggest that you work on your mindset because that's just not the case. I'm going to be shocked if they go out and get swept by the Dodgers. I'm going to be shocked if they go out and get swept by the Pirates. I'm going to be shocked if they go out and they get swept by the Tampa Bay Rays. They're a good baseball team. Uh-oh. Breaking news. The Angels have taken the lead in the 9th inning. They're going to score 2 because the Mariners just screwed up on the throw home. The ball got away and 2 runs scored. Joe Adele with 2 outs in the 9th. Coming through off of an Astros minor league legend, Trent Thornton. So Angels take a 3-1 lead in Seattle in the 9th inning. Go, Angels, go. One of the worst run organizations in the sport. They are coming through for the Astros. Simple as that. Thank you, Angels. Thank you. Appreciate you. They did it. It's not over yet, but, they've got the lead. They're in the 9th inning to the Halos. Anthony Rendon's up right now. They're running on third with 2 outs. Maybe he can add on to it. I'm not going to expect anything out of Anthony Rendon. That guy didn't even want to play baseball. He's just cashing free checks. He just flat out told people before the season baseball's not all that important to him. But what do you know? He's proven it again in his career where he never plays. That's the Angels' problem. That inning is over, so it's going to the bottom of the 9th there. But the Astros have to bounce back tomorrow. Jake Bloss on the mound. This is his chance now to go out there and show something as a team that you would think he could go out and perform against a little bit. It's like Arrighetti. The efficiency has to be good, right? See what the limitations are on it, how deep they let him go. But being pitch efficient in the innings will matter. Simple as that. He can do that, build the pitch down a little bit. They don't want to blow the bullpen in this series, even if they're going to have the day off on Thursday. They'd probably like to get this these guys as much rest as they can for the big weekend that is ahead, the big homestand that is ahead, because those first 7 games of that homestand will be played without a day off, or excuse me, 6 days. So you want to have that bullpen as fresh as you can for those series to get things off before you finish up with Tampa there towards the end of it. So, again, tomorrow night, hopefully look, again, make it quick. That's fine with me, but win. Win quickly tomorrow night. We will, of course, be back with you after the game as well to talk about what is hopefully a win or a loss and look at some clutch hits in the baseball game, unlike they did tonight. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your Monday evening. We'll talk again tomorrow night after Astros and A's and the Locked On Astros Postcast.